Hello and welcome back to this tutorial. So far we set up our Quarkus application, Postgres database, and we have a Debezium that is running inside of the Pulsar cluster that listens for all the changes on the database. And we have a Pulsar client in our Quarkus application that listens for the changes. So I'm going to demonstrate it really quickly here. I'm going to connect to the database and I will do an update statement. And I would expect that the change actually shows up here in the console of the application that is already running. And as you can see, here is the change. This JSON basically looks like this. So most of it at the moment is just data that we're not interested, for example, the source part, the timestamp, the operation, and the before state is null. And this part actually represents our book entity. So this is what we are interested in at the moment. And now we need a way to extract this part from the JSON. Therefore, I'm going to create a new class inside of the search app. And I want that to be in a new package called change event, and we'll call the class book event. So I will ignore most of the meta information. I'm mostly interested in the book change. And make sure to name it after here, exactly as it's given here by Debezium. And to make it a little bit more interesting, I will also read the timestamp. Okay, create some getters for it. And therefore we are good to go and read it in our listener. So this class is managed by Quarkus, so we can actually just inject stuff here. And I'm going to use the ObjectMapper which Quarkus provides, but you can also manually construct one if you're not using Quarkus. I'm going to extract that string into an own variable. And this is our JSON payload, basically just a string. And the object mapper now can be used to read the value. Which is our newly created book event class. Just to make sure, I'm going to print it out. So now I'm going to manually restart the application. I could also use the hot reload, but at the moment that would run into an error because we have a Pulsar client subscribed to the topic, and together with the hot reloading that would cause an error because it's not disconnecting, and at the moment the subscription is exclusive. And here we already see the result. So this is still the old message that we had before, and here it prints the name of our books. So that worked beautifully, and therefore we're able to read back all the changes that we received from the database, and now we can map it into a view object that we then send to Elasticsearch. So in the next session we're going to set up Elasticsearch and Kibana and think about how we store our data best there for an easy search. So see you there.